You're not getting a grill, you're getting a reheat. In the next minutes, we'll show you the exact menu items employees say are most likely frozen, pre-cooked, or microwaved at Applebee's, Chili's, Olive Garden, and more. If you've ever ordered ribs with grill marks or a sizzling fajita and thought that smells fresh, this is for you. We'll expose the theater, call out the worst offenders, and give you a simple rule set so you stop paying steakhouse prices for freezer aisle food. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. If the plate crackles and the ribs wear stripes, you might want to ask where the fire was.
What's happening is customer dining habits are changing by the day. And these chains that are so well known, the Applebee's, the Chili's, the Olive Gardens, the Red Lobsters, they're having trouble keeping up. Now, according to the retail...
Have you ever taken a bite of your favorite meal and wished you could take it back? What if the restaurant you trust most is hiding something dangerous? Something that could make you or your family seriously ill? In this video, we're exposing 6 restaurants where former employees...
Research firm Black Box Intelligence, customer traffic at those restaurants has dropped in 9 of the last 13 years. And this past December, industry-wide sales dropped 2%. The economy can't really be to blame because that happened at a time when unemployment...
begging people not to eat. And the reasons will shock you. You'll find out how one healthy chain serves meals made days ago, how another reuses food that should have been thrown away, and how some places pass health inspections they clearly shouldn't.
Let's start with the trick that keeps big chains humming: theater. Smoke aroma pumped from the kitchen, thick sauces that glaze over seams, oversized plates that make reheats look grand. The goal is simple: sell speed as fresh. Menus brag flame-grilled and made from scratch, but the line runs on pre-cooked parts. Bags get snipped, portions get reheated, sauce goes on, and out it flies. That ad copy sounds like backyard barbecue. The kitchen looks more like an assembly bench with hot tools. Take Applebee's. Employees point to a heavy microwave routine, and ribs are the poster child. They arrive already cooked, get warmed, painted with sauce, and finished fast to fake grill work. Those dark stripes? They're a costume, not a sear. The texture gives it away. Tight, a little rubbery, nowhere near the slow, tender pull you expect. Here is why chains do it. Central commissaries and vacuum-sealed proteins shave labor and take guesswork out of busy nights. Timing gets easy. Waste drops, but the trade-off is real. Long holds and double heating squeeze out moisture, so flavor reads flat and the bite goes limp. Chili's leans on spectacle. Fajitas hit your table loud and proud. Former workers describe pre-cooked strips brought back up to temp and dumped onto a screaming hot iron for the show. It's stagecraft. Our noses catch the hot fat and steam, and our brains shout fresh. The sizzle is a sound effect with seasoning. Olive Garden plays a different angle. Pasta and sauces are made ahead, then cycled through the line.
Was at a 5-year low, and stocks were nearing the all-time high. What you can blame it on, though, is the rise of fast, casual restaurant chains, including Chipotle and Panera. Those are places where you can either sit down...
It's Chick-fil-A. Yes, the fast food giant known for its polite employees, Sunday closures, and that famous chicken sandwich. It's built a brand around cleanliness, family values, and customer service that feels like a warm hug in fast food form.
Or get your food to go and get out the door in a hurry. Those two restaurants have seen their sales grow by an average of 15 to 20% annually over the past 5 years. And that could be why Chili's and Applebee's are rolling out new marketing strategies along with new technology, including tablets at your table.
Multiple former employees from different locations have come forward with stories that paint a very different picture than the one you see in their commercials. In fact, some say the kitchens are far from the spotless environment customers assume they're getting food from. One ex-worker from a Georgia location.
Those never-ending bowls lean on the cheapest math in the building. Carbs, reheats, and lots of ladle work, so the value looks big without extra cooking. So the worst buys, straight from employees' short lists: Applebee's ribs, Chili's fajitas, and Olive Garden's pasta bowls. If the kitchen hides the heat source, skip the grilled pitch and save the cash. Now let's move on to seafood and promos, where the value play looks big, but the ingredient quality drops fast. Bottomless sounds generous until your fork hits the second round and the shrimp looks smaller and the plate slows down. That's not an accident. Unlimited deals run on optics, cheap inputs, and portion choreography. The first plate is bait. The rest is pacing. Let's start with the engine behind it. Promos are profit machines because the cost sits in sauces, starch, and time, not seafood. You get bread, sides, a sweet glaze, and a wait. The kitchen stretches minutes so you tap out before the shrimp bill hurts. Workers describe Red Lobster's endless shrimp as a swap after plate 1, smaller, lower-grade shrimp, longer gaps, and heavier ladles of sauce to fill you up. The promise stays endless, but the value shifts to the sides and the stall. Heat lamps do the rest. Batches sit in warmers, so shrimp go from tender to rubbery, and steam plus butter hides the overcooked. Fried versions ride in oil that's already tired by rush hour.
Pretty much eliminate the need for waitresses and waiters, and Chili's will have these tablets installed at each of its 823 restaurants within the next 2 months.
You have the option of splitting the check if we were at the party.
Shared how cockroaches were a regular sight near the fryer area, not just one or two, but entire infestations. He said they would often find them crawling out of vents or hiding under equipment late at night. When staff reported it to management, they weren't given proper pest control.
It'll auto-calculate the tip for you. It prints out a receipt for you, and then after that, it asks you to do a short customer service survey.
Another potential contributing factor in the decline of casual.
Another report came from a Chick-fil-A in Texas, where health inspectors found rodent droppings behind the prep counters during a routine check in early 2023. The restaurant was cited for multiple violations, including improper food storage and lack of hand washing.
Grilled batches crowd the grate and dry out. Scampi sits in butter that's used again and again. The texture tells the truth before the menu ever will. Here's the research-backed part. Chains lean on imported farmed shrimp because it's steady and cheap. It arrives frozen, holds shape, and takes sauce. After a reheat, the flavor turns mild, the bite goes bouncy, and the sauce does the heavy lifting. And it's not just one logo. Across casual chains, seafood bowls and grilled add-ons get assembled from frozen, pre-cooked parts and rethermalized to order. Pasta seafood plates are built with microwaved components, then glossed with cream or garlic to mask the whole time. There's a safety wrinkle too. Shared fryers and tongs mean cross-contact risk jumps during promos. In a rush, safe claims get shaky when shrimp, breaded chicken, and fries share tools. But here's the real kicker. Premium-sounding seafood is often previously frozen, and a giant menu signals more freezer space, not more cooks. So the worst buys to skip: endless shrimp rounds, mixed seafood pastas, and grilled shrimp add-ons at non-specialist seafood chains. So what is the takeaway you can use at the table every time? Keep a simple rule set and stop paying premium for thaw and serve. If you can't see the heat source, you're probably buying a reheat. That means skip the grilled ribs, the sizzling fajitas, bottomless shrimp, and those giant pasta bowls on mile-long menus. The truth is simple. Hidden cooking lines lean on pre-cooked parts dressed up with steam, sauce, and stall tactics. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like and subscribe, and share it with someone who still trusts the sizzle more than the source. Next time, we'll map the few chains that actually show their grills and how to spot a real cook line from the host stand before you sit.